The Shoebox Project got started when my sister-in-law told me that her own mother had been part of this activity in Montreal where she would fill shoeboxes and ask her friends to fill shoeboxes filled with little luxuries, and they would deliver them to a shelter in Montreal, and that this was something she wanted to bring to Toronto. I think the simplicity of it was really appealing. It's a shoebox filled with items that we take for granted every day as things that make us feel better about ourselves. We started just in Toronto, and then through word of mouth, it grew across the country very quickly.
Last Christmas we had a very unexpected donations. It was about 150 shoe boxes, and they were beautifully decorated, and they were all different, and they were all unique and all wrapped. The women were very surprised and very humbled. It was like, for me, like that feeling, even though they had seen other women receiving gifts, it felt special to them. We always talk about the necessities of life, and often we forget about the niceties of life, and like a nice scarf or makeup, and those things are not readily available to women who are poor, because often every penny is accounted for.
It was in a box. It was in a shoe box. And Michelle handed it to me, and I said, oh, because I wasn't expecting anything. I was smiling all over. As a matter of fact, when I came out of Michelle's office, I was almost dancing. Because I was thankful, that somebody remembered me and remembered us.
I think what's great about the Shoebox Project is that the person who's making the box can generally identify with the feeling of receiving these items. When you get perfume, you feel good about it. And so just because you're going through a difficult time in your life doesn't mean that those things aren't going to provide the same kind of emotional pick-me-up. These are little gestures that people at home, they put a lot of thought into, but there's still little gestures, and they have a huge impact.
I received a box, and it was decorated really nicely, and inside of it there was a poem. Which when I read it was really touching. It really hit a spot for me. And it was really nice to be given that, but what I liked the most was that the box was handmade. Somebody had taken a lot of time to make it. So I won't throw it away. I just love the effort and the time that these people put into it. Sometimes you feel like you fade into the background and you're not important. And knowing that somebody put all that effort into it made you feel important. So it was really nice. I'm gonna cry. It was really nice.